very important. Your soulmate is so happy and needs to tell you something very important right now. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because something huge is waiting, because the happiness surrounding your soulmate right now is connected to something they have been holding inside for longer than you realize. Something has shifted in their heart, and this time, they cannot pretend it means nothing. They have reached a moment where one truth keeps returning to them again and again: you are not someone they can simply forget. But here is what makes this so surprising: their happiness is not coming from a small thought, a passing memory, or an ordinary moment. It is coming from a realization about you that has completely changed the way they see this connection. Don't skip, because the most important part is not what they have realized, it is what they now feel ready to tell you. Something huge is waiting for you, and when you understand what has been happening quietly behind the scenes, their happiness will suddenly make perfect sense. What they desperately want you to know begins with a moment you never witnessed. There was a point when your soulmate found themselves thinking about the future, and somehow, your presence appeared in that picture naturally. They did not force it. They did not plan it. It simply happened. And that is exactly why it affected them so deeply. Suddenly, certain memories felt different. Certain words you once shared carried more meaning. Even the smallest details about you began returning to their mind with unusual clarity. Stay till the end, because there is another layer to this that changes everything. They are beginning to understand why this connection has remained so powerful even through silence, distance, uncertainty, or unanswered questions. They are happy because something inside them finally feels clear. And the truth they want to express is much bigger than, "I missed you." Their heart is moving toward a revelation that could completely change how you understand everything that came before. But this is where the message becomes impossible to ignore, because your soulmate's greatest realization is not about the past, it is about what they want next. They are beginning to see that some connections enter your life and disappear, while others leave a mark that time cannot easily erase. And in their heart, you became the second kind. Don't skip now, because what comes next is the part they have struggled to put into words. They want you to know that remembering you makes them happy because somewhere deep inside, they still believe there is something meaningful left unfinished between you. Something that deserves honesty. Something that deserves to finally be spoken instead of hidden behind silence. Stay till the end, because this is only the beginning of what they need you to hear. There is one specific truth behind their happiness, a truth they may have resisted admitting even to themselves, and once it is revealed, you will understand why this moment could become one of the most unforgettable turning points in this entire connection. Something huge is waiting for you. There is something your soulmate has finally stopped denying, and once you hear it, everything about their happiness will begin to make sense. Don't skip, because this realization did not arrive quietly. It came after countless moments of thinking, remembering, questioning, and finally understanding what your presence truly means to them. They may have tried to distract themselves. They may have wondered whether these feelings would eventually fade. But instead of disappearing, one thought kept becoming stronger: there is something about you they cannot replace. And now that realization is bringing them a kind of happiness they did not expect. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The biggest surprise is that they are no longer looking at this connection through the eyes of yesterday. They are imagining what could happen if everything unspoken finally became clear. Something extraordinary has changed inside them. They have started remembering the smallest things about you, the way you made certain moments feel different, the comfort they associated with your presence, and the emotions they could never fully explain. But here is the shocking part: those memories are no longer making them look backward. They are making them think forward. Don't skip. Your soulmate has begun asking themselves a question they once avoided: what if this connection still has something beautiful waiting ahead? And that question has awakened something powerful within them. They are realizing that what they felt was never as ordinary as they once tried to believe. Something huge is waiting for you, because behind their happiness is a decision slowly becoming stronger. They want honesty instead of guessing. They want clarity instead of endless silence. And most importantly, they want you to understand something they should have expressed much sooner. Now stay till the end, because the next truth is where everything becomes deeper. Your soulmate is happy because they have finally understood that their feelings were never about one perfect moment, they were about the way you remained unforgettable even when life kept moving. That realization has changed the question inside their heart from, "Why do I still think about this person?" to, "What am I supposed to do with everything I still feel?" And the answer forming inside them may surprise you. They do not want this story to remain unfinished forever. There are words they wish they had said differently, emotions they wish they had shown more clearly, and one deeply personal truth they have been carrying beneath everything else. Don't skip, because that truth is getting closer. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and what your soulmate wants to reveal next could explain why their heart suddenly feels lighter, why hope has returned, and why they are beginning to believe that the most meaningful chapter of this connection may not be behind you at all. Something has happened inside your soulmate that they can no longer push aside, and this is where their happiness becomes even more meaningful. Don't skip, because what they have realized goes far beyond simply missing you. For a long time, they may have carried questions they could not answer, wondering why your memory continued to return at unexpected moments and why certain feelings remained so vivid. But now, something has clicked. They are beginning to understand that you represented something rare to them, a feeling of being understood, remembered, and emotionally connected in a way they did not fully appreciate before. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The surprising truth is that their happiness comes from finally accepting what their heart has been trying to tell them: this connection mattered more than they admitted. And now there is one thing they wish they could tell you immediately, because keeping it inside no longer feels possible. Here is where everything starts changing. Your soulmate is no longer asking whether they felt something real. They are asking what those feelings could become if they were finally expressed with complete honesty. Don't skip, because this is the moment where the hidden truth begins coming into focus. They have imagined talking to you without hesitation, without pretending, and without leaving the most important words unsaid. In those imagined conversations, there is one message that keeps returning: I finally understand why you were different. That realization has brought an unexpected happiness into their heart, because instead of feeling confused about you, they are beginning to feel certain. They remember things you probably assumed they had forgotten. A conversation. A small gesture. A moment that seemed ordinary at the time. Somehow, those details became pieces of a much bigger realization. Something huge is waiting for you, because what they want to tell you is connected to a future possibility they once thought they could ignore. And now comes the revelation that changes the direction of everything. Your soulmate has begun to wonder whether the best moment between you has even happened yet. Stay till the end, because that single thought has created a completely different kind of excitement inside them. They are not only remembering what was. They are imagining what could still be. They want a moment where nothing meaningful is hidden, where questions finally receive answers, and where both hearts understand what this connection has been trying to reveal all along. Don't skip, because there is still one truth they have not fully spoken, even inside their own mind. It is bigger than missing you, deeper than remembering you, and stronger than simple curiosity. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate is getting closer to admitting exactly what they want from this connection now, and when that truth finally comes forward, it could make every confusing moment before this suddenly fit together. Now the hidden reason behind your soulmate's happiness is beginning to surface, and this is the moment you need to hear carefully. Don't skip, because everything you have heard until now has been leading toward one powerful realization. Your soulmate is no longer trying to understand why you remain in their thoughts. Somewhere inside, they already know. What surprises them is how strongly the feeling has survived through changing days, unanswered questions, and moments when they thought they had moved beyond it. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They have started seeing this connection differently, not as something they should endlessly analyze, but as something they may finally need to acknowledge. And there is one sentence forming inside their heart that they have wanted to express for longer than you might imagine: "You meant more to me than I ever showed." That truth is bringing them happiness because, for the first time, they are no longer running from what they genuinely feel. But something even more surprising is happening. Your soulmate has started imagining what they would say if they had one completely honest moment with you, no hesitation, no pretending, no unfinished sentences. Don't skip, because the answer is not what you might expect. They would not begin by talking about everything that went wrong. They would begin by telling you what remained right inside their heart. They would tell you that certain memories still make them smile. They would tell you that something about your presence became impossible to replace. And they would admit that there were moments when they almost convinced themselves this connection belonged entirely to the past, only for one memory to bring everything rushing back with incredible clarity. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because they have now reached the point where remembering you is creating hope instead of confusion. They are beginning to wonder whether the unfinished feeling between you was never meant to remain unfinished. And here is where their happiness turns into something much bigger than nostalgia. Your soulmate is beginning to understand that the most important thing they need to tell you is not about yesterday, it is about what they would choose differently now. Don't skip. They have thought about the words they held back, the moments they misunderstood, and the feelings they could have expressed more clearly. But instead of remaining trapped in those memories, they are seeing a possibility they did not see before. Perhaps the greatest part of this connection could still be ahead. Something huge is waiting for you, because one final layer remains beneath everything they have realized. There is a specific truth about what they want from you now, and even they may be surprised by how powerful it has become. Stay till the end, because when that truth finally rises to the surface, you will understand why your soulmate feels so happy, and why this realization could completely change the meaning of everything you thought you knew about this connection. Something incredible is becoming clear inside your soulmate's heart, and this may be the truth they have been trying to understand all along. Don't skip, because their happiness is no longer coming only from remembering you. It is coming from finally knowing what they would want if they were given another meaningful moment with you. They would want honesty. They would want to stop hiding behind uncertainty. They would want you to know that your presence left a deeper impression than they ever managed to express. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has replayed certain moments and realized that the smallest things often carried the greatest meaning. A look they remembered. Words that stayed with them. A feeling of comfort they could never quite recreate elsewhere. And suddenly, the pieces are connecting. They are beginning to see why thoughts of you still bring warmth into their heart. You became connected to a version of happiness they genuinely valued, even if they understood its importance much later. But the biggest revelation is still ahead, because your soulmate has started asking a completely different question. Instead of wondering, "Why can't I forget this?" they are wondering, "What if I was never supposed to treat this like something meaningless?" Don't skip. That question has changed everything. They are looking at the connection with new eyes, and what once seemed confusing is beginning to feel surprisingly simple. You mattered. The connection mattered. The emotions mattered. And somewhere beneath all their hesitation, they wish you knew how much. Something huge is waiting for you, because there is a message behind their happiness that they would want you to hear without misunderstanding it. They are grateful that your paths crossed. Whatever happened before, there were moments with you that became genuinely unforgettable to them. Stay till the end, because even that is not the deepest thing they want to reveal. The deepest truth is this. When your soulmate imagines finally speaking from the heart, they do not imagine giving you some perfect speech. They imagine telling you something simple, sincere, and impossible to fake, that knowing you changed something within them. Don't skip, because this is where their happiness becomes connected to what comes next. They are beginning to believe that meaningful connections are not measured only by how they began, but by what people finally understand because of them. And what your soulmate understands now is powerful. They do not want fear, hesitation, or old uncertainty to have the final word. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because one question is now becoming impossible for them to ignore. If they had the opportunity to open their heart completely, what would they finally ask you? The answer is closer than you think, and it could reveal exactly what they have secretly been hoping for all this time. A completely different truth is rising inside your soulmate now, and this is where everything you have heard begins to connect. Don't skip, because the question they have been carrying is no longer about whether you mattered, it is about whether there could still be something meaningful waiting between you. They have imagined what it would feel like to finally speak without holding anything back, and every time they picture that moment, one desire becomes stronger. They want clarity with you. They want to know what happens when the silence disappears and the truth is finally allowed to breathe. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate is happy because they have stopped fighting the realization that your connection changed them. There are things they understand differently because of you. There are emotions they recognize now that they once struggled to name. And the surprising part is that instead of making them feel stuck in yesterday, This realization is making them excited about what tomorrow could possibly reveal. Then comes the thought they were never expecting to have: what if I finally said everything? Don't skip, because that question has opened a door inside their heart that they thought was already closed. They imagine telling you how often small reminders brought your memory back. They imagine admitting that certain moments meant far more than their reactions ever showed. But most importantly, they imagine asking whether you ever felt that same invisible pull, the strange feeling that something important was left unfinished. Something huge is waiting for you, because their happiness is connected to the possibility of finally replacing assumptions with truth. They no longer want to wonder what you meant, what you felt, or what might have happened if both of you had been completely open. Stay till the end, because there is one revelation they have not yet reached, and it is stronger than everything before it. They are beginning to realize what they would actually choose if life placed this connection in front of them again. And that choice is becoming clearer every time they think about you. Your soulmate would not want to repeat the same hesitation. They would want to show up differently, with greater honesty, deeper appreciation, and the courage to say what once remained unspoken. Don't skip now, because this is where the story turns. Their happiness is not simply the happiness of remembering someone special, it is the happiness of finally understanding what they would do with another chance to be completely real. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because there is still one final secret beneath that choice. Your soulmate has imagined one particular moment with you more than once, and in that moment, they finally say the words they could never say before. Those words explain what they truly want, why their heart feels lighter now, and why they cannot look at this connection the same way anymore. What they want to tell you next is not another memory, it is the truth they hope could become your next chapter. Something breathtaking has finally become undeniable in your soulmate's heart, and this is the revelation everything has been moving toward. Don't skip, because they have imagined that one particular moment with you again and again, the moment when there is nothing left to hide behind. No unanswered questions. No pretending that the connection meant less than it did. Just complete honesty. And when they imagine looking at you in that moment, the words they want to say are surprisingly simple. I wish you knew how important you became to me. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They are happy because they finally understand that admitting the truth does not erase the past, it changes what the past means. Every meaningful memory, every unexpected thought of you, every moment when your name somehow returned to their mind has brought them toward this realization. You were never just another chapter they could close without remembering what it taught them. You became part of something they still value deeply, and recognizing that has created a happiness they can no longer dismiss. What happens next is even more surprising, because their heart is no longer satisfied with simply remembering. Don't skip. Your soulmate has started wondering what it would feel like to hear your voice again with everything finally understood between you. They imagine the conversation beginning normally, but beneath every word there would be something enormous waiting to be said. They would want to tell you that time gave them perspective. Things they once misunderstood now seem clearer. Feelings they once questioned now make more sense. And moments they once treated casually have become some of the memories they value most. Something huge is waiting for you, because one realization keeps returning stronger than all the others. If they were given another opportunity to connect with you sincerely, they would not waste it pretending they felt nothing. They would want you to know that something about you reached a place inside them that ordinary connections never reached. Stay till the end, because even this is leading toward an even bigger truth about what they secretly hope could happen next. And now their deepest hope is beginning to reveal itself. They do not need the future to look exactly like the past, because they are imagining something better, something more honest, mature, and meaningful than before. Don't skip, because this is the point where their happiness turns into anticipation. Somewhere inside, they wonder whether you could meet each other again emotionally as two people who finally understand what they once struggled to say. They wonder whether one honest conversation could change everything. They wonder whether the connection that remained unforgettable could still hold one beautiful surprise neither of you expected. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is one final realization your soulmate is approaching, and when it becomes completely clear, it will answer the biggest question of all: why are they suddenly so happy when they think about you? The answer is not simply that they remember you. It is that for the first time, they can imagine telling you exactly what you mean to them, and deep inside, they are hoping that when that moment comes, your heart may have something important to say too. My beloved child, something powerful is coming together now, and this is the moment when your soulmate's happiness begins to reveal its deepest meaning. Don't skip, because what they want to tell you is no longer hidden beneath confusion. They have reached a realization that feels almost impossible for them to ignore. Meeting you changed the way they understand connection. There was something about you that stayed with them beyond the conversations, beyond the memories, beyond everything they once tried to explain away. And now, instead of questioning why you still cross their mind, they feel strangely grateful that you do. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate is beginning to understand that some people are remembered because of what happened, but others are remembered because of how they made the heart feel. You became the second kind. That is why their happiness feels different now. It carries recognition, appreciation, and one enormous realization they wish they could place directly into your hands. If they could return to one meaningful moment with you, they would no longer hide how much it mattered. Suddenly, the question inside them has changed again, and this time it is more powerful than anything before. Don't skip. They are asking themselves what they would do if an opportunity appeared to finally tell you everything. Would they remain silent again, or would they choose honesty? Deep inside, they already know the answer. They would tell you that they remember more than you probably imagine. They would tell you that certain words stayed with them long after the moment ended. They would tell you that your presence brought something into their life that they only fully recognized after time had passed. But then they would tell you something even bigger: they are happy because they have finally stopped measuring this connection only by what happened before. They are beginning to see what it revealed about what they truly value. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because beneath all these realizations is one wish they have barely allowed themselves to acknowledge, a wish for one completely genuine moment where both of you can finally understand what was real without hiding behind assumptions. And here comes the truth that makes everything before this feel like preparation. Your soulmate's happiness is connected to hope. Not a promise, not a guarantee, but a powerful hope that whatever this connection ultimately becomes, the most important words will not remain unspoken forever. Don't skip, because they want you to know that you were significant. You were remembered. You became part of a story inside them that taught them what genuine emotional connection can feel like. And now their heart is lighter because they finally understand something they once resisted. Acknowledging what someone meant to you can be beautiful even when you cannot predict what comes next. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate is approaching one final question that could change the emotional meaning of this entire story. If they stood before you with nothing left to hide, what would be the very first truth they would say? That answer has been quietly building through every realization, every memory, and every moment of happiness. And when it finally comes forward, it will be impossible to misunderstand. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because something huge is waiting, because the first truth your soulmate would finally say is much bigger than anything they have admitted before. I never understood how much you meant to me until I realized your place in my heart could not simply be replaced. And that realization has changed something inside them. Don't skip, because this is not just about remembering a beautiful moment. It is about finally recognizing why your connection continued to feel different long after ordinary moments should have faded. They have compared feelings, replayed memories, and quietly questioned why thoughts of you still carried so much emotion. Now the answer feels clearer. You gave them something they did not fully appreciate while it was happening, a feeling of connection that became more valuable with time. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Their happiness is coming from finally understanding what their heart was trying to tell them all along, but there is still one surprising realization they have not fully expressed. Here is where everything becomes more intense. Your soulmate has started imagining not only what they would tell you, but how they would feel immediately after saying it. Don't skip. They imagine the relief of finally removing every hidden layer and allowing you to see the truth exactly as it exists inside them. They would want you to know that certain memories still carry warmth. They would want you to know that your impact was deeper than their silence ever suggested. And most surprisingly, they would want you to understand that their happiness today is connected to something they once thought they had lost, the possibility of emotional clarity. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because one question keeps appearing whenever they imagine this conversation. What if you felt something meaningful too? That question changes everything. Suddenly, they are no longer thinking only about what they need to say. They are wondering what you might say back, what truths might finally surface, and whether one honest moment could reveal that both hearts understood more than either person ever expressed. But there is one final layer beneath that question, and this is the part your soulmate can barely ignore anymore. Don't skip, because they have realized they do not simply want answers, they want the chance to be understood by you without old confusion standing between you. They want you to see the person they are now, carrying everything they have learned and everything they wish they had understood sooner. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Somewhere inside their happiness is an extraordinary thought. Perhaps the greatest revelation is not that they still remember you, but that remembering you has finally taught them what they truly want from a meaningful connection. And when they imagine telling you that truth, one sentence keeps rising above everything else. It is the sentence that explains why they are so happy, why your memory still feels important, and why they have suddenly stopped resisting what their heart has been showing them. That sentence is getting closer, and once it is finally spoken, there will be nothing left to hide behind. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because something huge is waiting, because the sentence your soulmate has been holding inside is finally ready to rise above every doubt. Knowing you showed me what a truly meaningful connection can feel like, and I wish I had understood that sooner. This is why their happiness feels so powerful right now. Something inside them has finally become clear. They are no longer trying to erase what they felt, question every memory, or convince themselves that you were simply another passing chapter. Don't skip, because the surprising revelation is that they are not only thinking about what happened between you. They are thinking about what they learned because of you. Your presence changed the standard inside their heart. Certain conversations became unforgettable. Certain moments became more valuable with time. And now they understand why. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is still one thing they would want you to know before anything else. Whatever remained unspoken, your importance was never as small as their silence may have made it seem. Now everything turns toward the moment they have imagined more than once, the moment when they finally get to speak without hesitation. Don't skip, because in that imagined conversation, they do not want complicated words or perfect explanations. They simply want to be real. They want to tell you that they remember how you made certain moments feel lighter. They want to acknowledge the things they once overlooked. They want to admit that time did not make the meaning disappear. In some ways, time made it easier to recognize. And then comes the surprising part. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because your soulmate has realized that the message they need to tell you is not, come back and make everything exactly as it was. Their heart wants something deeper than repeating yesterday. They want the truth between you to finally have a voice. They want whatever happens next to be built on honesty rather than assumptions. And for the first time, imagining that possibility fills them with happiness instead of uncertainty. Then comes the realization that completes everything. Your soulmate is happy because they have finally made peace with how meaningful you became to them. Don't skip, because this is the truth hiding underneath every memory and every unanswered question. If they could stand before you right now, they would want you to understand that meeting you was not meaningless to them. You left something valuable behind, a deeper understanding of connection, appreciation, and the importance of saying what matters while there is still an opportunity to say it. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and perhaps the biggest revelation is this: the message they have been trying to find was never complicated. They simply needed enough time to understand it. Their heart would say, "You mattered to me more than I showed, and I am happy that I finally understand that." Whatever the next chapter becomes, this is the truth they would no longer want hidden. And sometimes, the most unforgettable turning point begins when someone finally finds the courage to acknowledge what their heart has known for a very long time.